Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Pride. It's Pride Month in America. In Australia, we tend to celebrate Pride February in Melbourne and March in Sydney with the Mardi Gras, because that's our summer basically, or the end of our summer. And America, they tend to do it in June. So they have their Pride Month in June. And there's two issues that have come up out of this Pride, which I kind of find both kind of shocking. Not totally surprising, but kind of shocking on some level. I'll start with the first one. The first one is kink at Pride. Now, the idea that there are people who have a problem with gay sexuality is not shocking. That's kind of the point of Mardi Gras, to celebrate your sexuality, be proud of your sexuality, and defy the norms and not be ashamed of that, because that's what being gay is basically. Because in the straight sort of normal sort of world, we are all deviants. we're all different. So the whole point of Mardi Gras is to celebrate that and desensitize people to some level to it, because it's on display, and the idea that we have to sanitize that and make that basically homogenized and safe for straight people basically is what's happening here. This is internal homophobia, and homophobia is what this is. This is gay people who are ashamed of being gay, who think if they act straight, they'll be accepted by straight people and they will be treated better or different from those other gays. The bad gays, the ones that go to Mardi Gras and dress in leather and go to parties and have sex with other gay people, and have a sexuality and express their sexuality and explore their sexuality. These are all vilified by some gay people. And it's really disturbing, because I've heard those sort of arguments for years. I've been told that, the reason why I have problems as a gay person is because I'm one of those gays. I'm not one of the good gays out in the suburbs pretending to be straight. I'm one that goes to Mardi Gras and goes to leather parties and stuff like that. So I get everything I deserve. It's my fault because I'm one of the bad gays. I'm not trying to act straight. And that's just offensive. I've gotten it from relatives. I've gotten it from other gay people who are conservative, and they're really deluded. They really think that they somehow are more acceptable to the straight people, and they will be spared. Like, if there was another Holocaust today, those straight people would wheel them out of their houses and stick those pink triangles on them just the same as any other gay, because ultimately you're not straight. You're not one of them. You're never going to be. Stop trying to be yourself. That's part of the message of Pride. And the idea of not having kink, not having leather men and puppies and drag queens, and the whole point of it is the diversity, the difference, the variety of sexuality on display and proud. And if you have a problem with that, if you think your kids shouldn't be exposed to that, then don't take them. Don't go to Mardi Gras and expect Mardi Gras to be sanitized and safe for families, because that's not what it's there. It's not a family event. There are family events within the gay Pride Month and Mardi Gras and that for families to go to that aren't like that. So we cater for you, but don't expect us to change for you and conform for you. That's defeating the whole point of Mardi Gras. So that's the first one. Because I'm a kink person. I've done leather and puppies and everything, and most of it was just to see what it was like. Because you sort of do it, you say, okay, I've done that, you move on. And you have a perspective of it from the inside. So it's very hard for you to discriminate or be one of those people looking at those people, because you've been one of them. You know what's like on the inside. So I found that very valuable. But the other issue is police at Pride. Some people are saying police shouldn't be allowed to be at Pride. Now, I'm a bit torn on this one, because there's two issues. One, there are gay people in the police, so they want to march in their uniforms because they're proud. They should be able to, I think. But police at Pride, like I've seen the police and the army marching at Pride and the military and everything, and you realise that they're supporting you. They're allies. They're on your side, and it does feel good. It makes you feel a bit better about the situation, because there are people in the police force and the army and the military who aren't on our side, who are our enemies, and who are trying to use those institutions to actually affect us and hurt us politically and literally, sometimes physically. So I understand why some people are saying, until you clean up your backyard, you can't come to our party, because some of you are with us but the others aren't. You need to weed them out before you can come to the party, basically. And I kind of get that, but when you have people who are on our side and trying to be allies, you don't want to alienate them. We need as many of them as we can get. So I don't know if it's a good thing to ban them. I'm not sure exactly who is suggesting this or how it's supposed to take place. Is it no one can march in uniform? No police groups can march, just individuals? Or I'm not sure. But I don't think ultimately it's helpful, because the bad people, the people who hate us, are not going to be there anyway. So, I mean, I've seen a couple of instances. There have been instances of violence against gay people, police brutality against gay people at Mardi Gras, which is shocking, but it has happened a few times in Sydney in the last few years. I saw one incident of a guy being chased down and bullied by a police officer because, I don't know, he was just trying to exert his power as a police officer. It was kind of disturbing. And I'm really not sure. They need to find some way to manage this, because we can't just ban the police, because it is a slap in the face. It will alienate some people, and then there are the people who are gay in the police force who will be excluded as well. And people made the point that you can't sort of fight the enemy by becoming the enemy. You can't fight hate and discrimination and segregation and separation by separating and hating other people. But at the same time, we can't accept what is happening with police brutality towards gay people and trans people especially. So we need to make sure that the police force and the military and that are actually doing something about that. And maybe this is a way to send a message to them saying, to you, clean up your backyard, you can't come and play in ours. But I'm really not sure if that's the right way to do it. So I just want to talk about them, because those are two issues that came up, and I thought it was interesting. This is my COVID therapy, my YouTube therapy, just to talk about stuff that interests me or I'm bothered about. And it's kind of bothered me because I get a lot of discrimination on the gay scene for having a reputation for being kink. Like, just because I've been open about it, like I'll go to one event sometimes, like a normal night, and then you're dressed for a leather party and late that night or something, and so people sort of see both. And I have a few people who just, once they think you're one of those, because they don't understand it, like, oh, you're one of those kinky guys, and they just make it this weird thing, and they treat you like you're different. And we need to get past that, and hiding it back in the closet is not going to help. Realizing that those people are the same. Like, I'm vanilla too. For the most part, I just want normal relationships. Like I said, I've done the kink stuff. It was fun. It was something fun to do, and it's not like what defines me. So making that define a whole group of people and then saying they need to stay away because they're not acceptable to the rest of the gay community is just insane. So yeah, have a real issue with that. And the police in the parades, I'm not sure about that. I'm on the fence, I think. I'm really not sure, because we need to do something, but I'm not sure if banning them is going to help. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about both the situations. And we'll see what happens with Pride. I'm not sure if this was an official thing about the police and they have been told they won't be able to march, or if this is just some group calling for this and getting attention, which is often what it is. But we'll see. I'm going to go. Thanks. Bye.